when you leave your dreams behind, then you're old. If you're not working towards something, having a dream about something, looking forward to something, creating something else, no matter how old you are aging at that point. So that means a 5-year-old can be getting old, literally. Number 2, our fear of aging is not about dying, which surprised me, but it's about losing control of our bodies, losing control of our freedom, losing control of our choice, losing control of having a dream and working towards something. Just that incredible fear that we are not going to continue to be the creators of our own lives. Number 3, that, we're all in love with youth. Youth is cute, and youth has all possibilities connected to it. And we like youth because we're taken care of in our youth. But aging, when we move into aging, there comes the automatic message that we have to be responsible for ourselves and for others, whether it's our children or whether it's our parents. As we move through adulthood, the task, the burden, depending on your perspective, or the joy of taking care of others and having responsibility for others grows and grows and grows and grows continually. Now, that brings us to the ionosphere, and let me just recap that. In the ionosphere, there are many ionospheres. The first one is your aura, and your ionospheres bounce back to you beliefs, perceptions, feelings, fears that you have put out over lifetimes. And until we clean up our ionospheres, it can be cleaned out of our energy system, but literally the reminders keep coming back to us from our ionospheres. So within most ionospheres, aging is negative because we can't let the universe take care of us unless we get old and needy. If we're not children, we don't get taken care of by the universe, i.e. other people, i.e. society, until we get old and needy again. So we have to be very clear that we are allowing that to release from all the ionospheres and directing the ionosphere to bounce back to us, that we are always taken care of, supported, because we take care of and support and create ourselves. And so it is. So because of that core belief that we have to get old and needy in order for the universe to take care of us again, we move out of joy, and then energetically we age, because we know if we close our hearts down and don't live in love and joy, disease happens, things don't get manifested, things don't get created, and we age energetically. We age. And Matthew was talking at the beginning of this. He doesn't know why he was feeling so good, and then he crashed, and he was wondering why. And the last thing that I said to him that sounded like me but actually was the channel was, it doesn't matter. You just have to get yourself back again. And we would not be questioning ourselves if we were in quicksand why we were there. We would just hold the intention of getting ourselves the hell out of there as quick we could, so we could be free to create what we needed to. So if we move out of joy and energetically age, then our bodies have to follow that breakdown. Our bodies have to follow the messages that the pituitary and the rest of our hormonal glandular system is sending out, because our heart's closed and we're out of joy and love. And what this looks like is a point in our lives where we look back at the good stuff instead of looking forward to the good stuff that we're going to create. Let me say that again. How it looks in our life and manifests in our life is that we look back at the good stuff, the good old days, instead of looking forward to the good stuff that's created. So we end up just getting through the last, what could be, fabulous, amazing period in our lives. We start resigning ourselves to looking at the end instead of celebrating the freedom we have now to begin creating our lives anew. And again, they're stressing the ionosphere, that we want the world of all possibilities in the future bounced back to us. Now, I'm going to turn it over to Frank, and Frank's going to talk about the beliefs and the reality in the medical system right now, the truths and the falses, and what we really know about aging as far as the body's concerned. But we were both given the information in the car the other night that it is really our duty tonight to remind you that as you believe, it will be delivered to you. So, for example, the polio vaccine, nobody thought there was a cure for polio until somebody really believed there was and wouldn't take no for an answer, which is the same thing that's happening with cancer right now. We're pretty much going to get mad as hell and not going to take it anymore, and then we'll go, okay, what's the possibility of a cure? And then the society will go, you've got to let this out because we're not going to do it anymore. So whatever comes through that is in place right now medically around aging, I want you to keep your minds open to the possibility that it may not be true, that the world might really be round and we just keep thinking it's flat still. Yeah, okay. They're just reminding me that we're in love with getting there tomorrow, which takes us out of the moment of now so that we're never really happy where we are right now. We're always trying to get somewhere, and that is a huge factor in the aging process, the sickness process, the breakdown of energy patterns, is not living in the moment, being grateful in the moment, and realizing you're there, that you are there, you are the highest answer, you know you're there. Because if we keep defining ourselves as not knowing and wondering why we're here, then we can't ever know we're here, and then it's harder for the answers to drop in. All right, Frank, I'm going to turn it over to you now, dude.
Okay. Well, if everybody accepts and believes what Dee just said, we really can stop right here. Because
that's true.
That's the whole game.
Thank you for listening to this sample from one of Dee Wallace's enlightening webinars. If you liked what you heard and would like to listen to the complete webinar, click the link in the description below. This is but a small sampling of the many awesome downloads, archived shows, enlightening webinars, and amazing free offerings available at www.imdwallace.com.